After nearly 50 years of enforcing and upholding the law in State College, a local district justice is hanging up his robe. Our Evan Hinckley sat down with him as he reflects on his career in Happy Valley.
Last week, Judge Carmine Prestia Jr.'s courtroom looked a bit different than usual. Its festive appearance, the result of a holiday goodbye party, where many longtime friends and family came to thank and reminisce with what some have called a state college institution.
My whole life here has been one kind of service or another to the community.
Prestia started with State College Police back in 1970, serving for 25 years with the department, where he spent part of that time as second in command. He then moved a couple blocks down the street when elected Magisterial District Judge, serving part of State College, including the downtown area. It's a position he's held for 24 years.
It's been very rewarding, and I tell people this job as Magisterial District Judge has probably been the best job I ever had. I felt like, I was doing good things. I also feel like the community appreciated it. And that's the best a person can ask for.
Prestia says a lot has changed during his time in Happy Valley. Police calls and detective work used to be sparse over the summers when students went home. But now he says the borough is starting to look more like a full-fledged city.
It's busy all the time. So, there's been that. And now we see that downtown is developing in a much more cosmopolitan manner. We've got high-rises. We've got much greater density occurring downtown. Criminal things have risen, behaviors have changed. And the single biggest concern, of course, has always been alcohol use and abuse. That's still a problem. I don't think it was as much a problem when I started, but it's gotten worse.
The judge says it's only natural to see a slight increase in crime with the growth in population, though he says there are certain cases growing in frequency that simply bother him.
The other problem I've seen, which I think is more disturbing, is a lack of responsibility on people's parts. It seems much easier for people to steal their roommate's credit card and use it, take their roommate's bicycle, or just steal a bicycle. And I've never understood where that comes from.
Throughout his time as district judge, Prestia has arraigned those accused of homicide, drunk drivers who've hit pedestrians, and recently he's overseen hearings in the Beta Theta Pi fraternity hazing case. While those may be more memorable in the eyes of the public, for Judge Prestia, there's a different set of cases he's most proud of.
The ones that stick with me are the ones that something meaningful happened,
where he feels he made a positive impact on someone's life. One spot he feels is effective at this, the Alpha Fire Company.
And there have been a number of young people who have gone over there and done well, and I think walked away with a different approach.
It's a familiar spot to Prestia, who's served as a volunteer for 47 years. It's a calling, he says, runs in his family.
And if you add all of those years up, we have probably greater than a century of service.
And something he views as an obligation.
I have a firm belief that you owe something to the community. I'm certainly paid for my work here. I was paid for my work as a police officer. But the fire company is something I do to give back to the community. I think every single one of us has to do that.
Prestia says he will dedicate more time to the department in retirement, echoing his philosophy that you don't need a robe and a gavel to make a difference in the community. Reporting in State College, Evan Hinckley, WTAJ News.
We'll have more on Judge Prestia tonight at 6.